Are people really traveling to other states to see the eclipse? Yes, holy smokes. I live in an area that experienced one of the highest times of totality during the last eclipse. My town is about 5,000 people and we live 3.5 hours from the nearest major metropolis. An unbelievable number of people came here for the eclipse. Like locusts, parked along the roadways, in parking lots, in fields, everywhere. We thought we were prepared, but we were mistaken. Most did not spend the night or spend long in our town. They drove up in the morning, watched the eclipse, and went home. The roadways, though, were so clogged with people it brought everything to a standstill. A friend of mine left to go home about 3 hours after the eclipse concluded, and it took over 4 hours to travel 30 miles down the interstate. The traffic was just overwhelming. Also, having seen it in totality, it is a near life-changing experience. Absolutely remarkable, stunning. If you can, be a part of it. I live near Niagara Falls and they are expecting so many people that the city declared a state of emergency. The eclipse is only going to viewable along a thin strip of land going across the country from southwest to northwest. You can't just travel to a big city to view it. You travel to wherever is the closest point where you can be in the path. For me, I can drive 3 hours west to a major city to view it or drive just 1 hour north to some random town. For a 3.5-minute viewing, which do you think I'll do? Being in a major city won't benefit my viewing at all. I'm coming for your toilet paper. It's crazy for sure. A small town here in the Texas Hill Country where hotel rooms routinely go for $200 to $300 are now going for $2,000. I saw the total eclipse in 2017. It was absolutely worth taking time off and traveling. I will do so again next week. You've already gotten your answer that yes, people are traveling to see the eclipse. I am, however, still curious about a detail you brought up. Can you check the local hotel for next week? If it's booked solid, there's your personal answer on top of the general one you've already received. Yes, I live in a small town in Ohio with less than 7,000 people. We're expected to host 100,000 people because we're directly in the line of totality. All the hotels near here are already booked, and the local business have taken advantage of people's desire for the rare and have released limited edition products. It's very real. Yep, booked the room last June. If the weather cooperates, I am. It's about 4 hours for me. It's not the eclipse so much as there is also a comet 12P that might be visible during the eclipse, which is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If the weather is overcast rainy, I'm not going to bother trying though. Yep, they sure are. Yes, my wife and I are traveling from North Carolina to Northeast Ohio. It happens that my hometown is directly in the path of totality. Yes, they absolutely will. We traveled to a small town for total eclipse once, completely unprepared for the number of others doing the same. There was no accommodation, so we slept in our car and ate at a BBQ generously put on by the locals because restaurants and shops were sold out. This kid told me he was flying to St. Louis from California today with his girlfriend's family, so yeah. Try renting a car at Dallas-Fort Worth over the eclipse. There are 0 cars available. There's going to be, from what I've heard, several million people traveling for it. And I'm going to be visiting family in the middle of it all. My kid's school just went remote for the day. We're traveling a bit, but we're in the path of totality even if we stay home. We're not going to a different state, just over to a friend's house in the country for a BBQ. I welcome our alien overlords. Just call the one hotel in your area and ask for a room Sunday night and see if they are sold out. People come into the country to see an eclipse. Why is it any surprise someone from out of state comes? Apparently all the hotels in my area are booked for the eclipse, so yeah. Yes, when we have a direct path in Oregon, a lot of people traveled here.